Welcome back to my channel. A lot of people have been asking me some questions, etc. Before I address them in this video, and just give a general update on the channel, what I think about the current market, and also my portfolio. Let's get started. Per usual, guys, nothing is financial advice in my video. So where have I been? I've just been busy, guys. I've just been doing other things. I feel like I've been doing crypto for almost a decade now, so I'm not as as excited as I used to be, just because of what's happening in crypto. There's not that many exciting things as it used to be when I first got in, but there are still a lot of things happening. I don't want to downplay it, but yeah, I've just been busy doing other things. I haven't gone anywhere. I know some people are asking me privately if I'm okay. I'm totally fine, guys. Thank you for your messages, etc. Now that the market is heating up, I am looking for opportunities, etc. Yeah, in terms of the channel, I might not be able to do videos that often because videos, ask anybody that does videos, it just takes a lot of time. Maybe I'll do like shorts, or I'll do TikToks, etc., because they're just a bit more easier to upload, etc., and you don't need too much editing. With YouTube video, I just think that it takes too much time, and I don't have that much time these days. I just want to talk about airdrops. Recently, airdrops haven't been doing well. We saw Eigenlayer and then DBridge done it, and there's probably some other ones that I'm missing. I don't follow it too closely now. Airdrops just haven't been doing well. I just think on airdrops they go through a phase where there's a big one that launches like Jito, and then everyone sees how much people money Jito makes, and then everyone gets in, and then everyone gets less because there's too many people doing it, and then people leave because you're not getting much, and then one big one will drop, and then the cycle kind of just continues like that. Currently, airdrops haven't been doing well, but I'm not like, maybe they need to rethink the whole strategy. A lot of these VC coins are, they're coming at too high valuation, and that's a whole other subject in itself. But yeah, I just think the whole airdrop thing might need a reshuffle, or they need to rethink how to do the whole airdrop thing. But yeah, that's my thoughts on airdrop. I want to talk about ETH as well, and how it's performed. Recently it hasn't performed. I think against Bitcoin it hasn't done very well, and just generally the updates on Ethereum, we see Unichain coming up L2, sorry, Uniswap coming up with the L2. I read somewhere Kraken's coming up with the L2 as well. Kraken's a huge exchange following Coinbase's footsteps, etc. But just in general, this L2, I don't know how beneficial it is for the ecosystem, because the L2s don't speak for them, they don't speak to each other. I know Uniswap is using Optimism technology, and obviously Base uses it as well. The ones in Optimism might talk to each other, but they won't talk to Matic and the other ecosystems in the L2 space like Arbitrum. Let's just check Matic as well. As you guys know, famously, I was a big believer in Matic, and then I sold my Matic. I sold it around $1 because I kind of saw that it's lost its pizzazz and it's not going to perform well. I'm not too bullish on the L2 scene, and as you can see right now, it's 32 cents. Yeah, Matic hasn't done well, and a lot of these L2s like Optimism, I believe when I remember looking at the tokenomics, they were very bad, like 10-15% out. Yeah, there's just that. I still keep an eye on it. I do like the project, etc., but I just see this cycle being Solana, or maybe even another chain like SUI. We'll see about that. But yeah, just that's my thoughts on ETH. My thoughts on SUI. SUI is definitely interesting. I've been following it ever since it came out, ex Facebook team. But the interesting thing about SUI is the on-chain metrics are quite good. I believe some of the metrics are like 1/8 Solana, some of the metrics are about 1/5 Solana. And so the reason why I was a bit hesitant is because recently it just had a huge pump to like 250-ish. I do believe if it comes around 150 to 125, I might actually enter, because I think I look at this as a good hedge bet. I think a lot of these EVM chains don't have much of a chance because of their architecture is not that good. But with Sui, I think they do have a good shot as a hedge bet to my Solana. I'll probably put like less than 5% of what I have in my Solana, just to give you an idea. But yeah, I do like the community. I do like what Sui's doing. I don't think they got the best tokenomics. All these new coins don't, but I do believe it's a bit more grassroots compared to Aptos, in my opinion. It's more community based. That's kind of what I like about it. But yeah, it would just be a small hedge bet if it goes to those prices. If not, then I would just give it a miss. In terms of my portfolio, you can watch my previous video. Nothing's changed since then, but I've sold my Tia and Dim. Actually, I'll be honest with you guys, I sold it almost at the bottom, so yeah, probably took a L on that one. And yeah, I've got USDT on the side. I might buy more Sol with it, or I might wait for a market to crash and to get in with that money, or I might just trade meme coins with it, which I'll talk more about in the meme coin section. But yeah, my portfolio is pretty much the same. Biggest positions are Jupiter, my Myro still, and some other coins that are like smaller. You can watch that video if you want more information. Okay, market thoughts. So personally, I think the market is going to go bullish from Q4 from now onwards, but maybe even Q1. One of the main things I look at is global liquidity. It's one of the best indicators to look at when everything pumps, because there's more liquidity in the whole ecosystem or the markets. Generally, things should tend to do well. And Bitcoin just had like a very bad, like the last 2 years has been quite bad. So I think it's just prime now, and all the ETF flows, the on-chain flows look very good. We've seen IBIT, which is BlackRock's ETF, they just gobbling up Bitcoin. I think it's prime, and when Bitcoin goes up, everything goes up with it. But yeah, I'm bullish on the market, short term, mid term. I'm bullish, and then depending on the price, I'll make my strategy according. And my plan is to just hold my portfolio and sell at certain stages. In the interim, I'll be just trading meme coins or AI meme coins generally, or whatever the meta is in meme coins. I just think a lot of these altcoins, maybe I do a separate video on this, but I think a lot of these altcoins, they're just fake memes. Like they say they're doing all these things, but they're not doing nothing. And at least with meme coins, they're just more transparent. They just tell you how it is, right? There's a very yes, my plan in terms of portfolio. What I want to talk about is memes. So there's a very good talk by Murad. He goes by Mustard Murad on Twitter about meme coins. I highly advise you to watch that if you're thinking of buying memes. He makes the case for meme coins, and I agree. I like in terms of performance, they've done very well. I think out of the 20 coins that outperformed Bitcoin, 13 of them were memes or something like that. Like he's got really good stats that he shows, and we've seen previous cycles as well. Meme coin doing very well, and I guess we'll see. But it's just one of the ugly truths about crypto. Like the big coins that come out, all the VCs are already in. The coin comes, it launches, it pumps a little bit, then it dumps 87, 80, 90%. Because even after it dumping 80, 90%, the seed round guys are 100x. They can still sell on you. He makes a very good case for meme coins, and I agree for the most part. And I think this cycle is gonna do well. And you guys can look at Goat Coin has done very well recently, and I think that's what's created that's boost the whole AI meme coin phase. One of the other things is I might mention some of the coins I go into. I really don't like making calls because when people lose money, it just doesn't sit right with me. Here and there, if I'm a bit confident about a coin, I might post it in my Telegram chat. The links will be in the description if you guys want to join that. But apart from that, if you want to know how to get the meme coin, because there's like hundreds or thousands launching daily, my best advice would be probably do some on-chain analytics, or try to find insiders on chain and then follow them. If you don't know how to do that, that's what I'd be doing in the background anyway. The coins I call, or the coins I message about, they're usually the ones that I've gone in. That's just a side note if you guys are interested in doing those trades. Just the gist of it, you go on Dextree now, you find out who bought a coin early, and if you bought other coins early, those wallets are usually insiders, okay? And so they usually have a good track record, and they'll usually get in very early. Those are the guys that make crazy returns. Don't just buy random meme coins because you're most likely gonna lose. It's very crazy out here, especially because on Solana you can make a meme coin for extremely cheap. There's so many rugs. Yeah, don't do it if you're not confident, and if anything, just hold a good portfolio. In my opinion, I think that's the best way to go. Anyway, guys, hope you got some value from this video. That's the current update from my channel on the current market, and I'll see you on the next one.